Hello there. My most ethical light and love crew. Good to see you. Still getting situated here. There you go. This broke. That means that I was definitely being targeted heavily yesterday. Confirmation. Angels of light and love. You can do your thing. You are so welcome. You don't need me. You have my open permission. Okay? Open permission slip. Blanket 1. Okay? So welcome back, my cream crew. This seems to be working out so far, so good. I did try to do another reading, excuse me, and I think I explained it in the previous one, but yeah, this is the only way that I can, my only outlet right now to do this kind of thing. It's part of the process. I do not question it. I just follow it. Sometimes I challenge it, but then I find out sometimes I get a little challenged. So it's okay. But yeah, the employers were trying to do some massive magic because, again, I got so bloated. Like, I had a massive burp and like farts that don't even vibrate, you know what I mean? It's just like like that. Yes, that only happens if I'm being attacked. So that's what happened multiple times yesterday, and it's like exactly that. I didn't know I could do it like that, but anyway, it's that's what was happening. So I put this in my shirt, like the larger one, and then it slipped out after having a cigarette, you know. But times are due to change. That's what I'm told. But it slipped out of my shirt while I was walking away, and it hit the ground. And these things are kind of fragile, but like I've never had one that broke. So it broke into several parts, and I guess 3 parts. Yeah, 3 parts. But like now I get to keep them in several places, and now it gives me like a sign, a signature of stank, you know, somebody else's stank. So that's what's happening. So I'm using the Tarot del Fuego, talking about lighting that fire under the ass. And yeah, so what are we doing today here? We're gonna figure out Angels of Light and Love, like, can you, like, give me some kind of ideation of what we should be reading about today? I think this day is mine. I've been starting my days early and seeing some progress. And once I kick that habit of, you know, the smoke of the smokes, I will be able to take on other things. So, like, much more expedited progress, but I'm already on the expedited path. So that's great. That's great. That's freaking wonderful. And I'm so excited because I'm so happy to have this weekend and every weekend to like have like clean up after myself and just like tidy some things. It's much needed, and I always feel much happier. So anyway, I usually collect all my trash from work because, you know, of all those workings. But, like, at the very, very end of the day, they're like, oh, you know, we'll get, you know, round of coffees or drinks. What would you guys like? They took the order. And I said, oh, no, I'm okay. Thank you. I looked straight into the boss's eyes and said, no, thank you. And he knew exactly what that meant. So anytime that they try to, like, give you something to consume, any kind of, like, anything of those measures, especially if they make it, and you consume it, it's kind of like a, I wouldn't want to say a truce, but it leans towards that, like, oh, we're good then, right? And, that's why when you see in movies, they're like, yeah, I heard a beep in the end, they're like, no, I won't eat, like, you know, when they refuse certain food, I'm remembering specifically when in Indiana Jones, when that girl in that like bridal dress or whatever gets captured, and and she's in that bridal dress, but some guy tries to romanticize her, and he's like, you know, eat, and then she refuses, but I think she ends up eating it because she's like, fuck you anyway, whatever. But there's something about that where people are trying to gauge your weak points, like because I gave you something, like I don't owe you anything, like we're good. And so that's what this is like. I don't know, the first time that I refused the drinks, and I said, oh, you know what's on this? I said, no, thank you. And then somebody else took the order because I said, I don't want to have these extra calls. I don't, like, my personal phone should not be used for business. And so somebody else started taking the order because it was so last minute. And so they ended up getting me something anyway, which was like the bubble waffles or whatever. And they said, oh, we waited 20 minutes extra just for you. And I said, that's okay, you didn't have to. But like, it was just like a public thing, like, oh, you know, we care about you, we think about you, etc., etc. And that's been like the whole inflated thing pretty much on and off this week, especially towards the tail end, after people started seeing karma come back to them. Like dental checkups, somebody had a fall. Like, I predicted these things. I didn't even know who was gonna fall, but like trip and fall. But I started smelling Tiger Balm earlier in the week, Monday, and then cologne trying to cover it up, and then like a combination of the two so it wouldn't seem so weird. And and then signature out of like the 6 months that I've been working there. Yeah. It's the first time that's happened. And then not just dental checkups, but like major dental work where you need painkillers. And then somebody getting like, so like I just started seeing all these things drop. And so like I'm like, okay, my team's doing their thing. Cool. So people, these like ill intenders, you know exactly, like they don't just get the warning, they get it's corrective action, immediate, effective immediately, corrective action. There's no grace period or timetable to like complete it, like, okay, you'll have a month to complete this, or you know, before something drops. Shit is going down for reals. So I think that's why I'm seeing the behaviors that I'm seeing. So anyway, like they said, oh, if you don't want it, then you know you can give it to your kids. And I'm like, motherfucker, what are you trying to do? Push this stuff, like push something onto me. So like at the very end, when I had left, I tried to offer it to somebody else and said, these two girls that were talking, and they're like, oh no, thank you. And then so I decided to throw it away before I left premises, and I did. I had to. I'm not that hungry for fake alliances, pseudo alliances with such energetics. So there's that. Like, I don't know. So world card, it's done. Okay, but anyway, let's see here. What does my panel want to say about that? And then we'll get the energy card. Okay. 6 of Pentacles in reverse and the Moon card. So, yeah, I already know my worth. And I know that there's not going to be any reciprocation within those energetics. So, I choose to manifest that. I choose it to establish it accordingly. There's going to be no question about what goes down in the books. It's like they're trying to have you modify the things that had happened, so that, how do I say it? You know, in the Akashic records, how things happen, like, oh, well, this is her account, and then his account, and then this is my account, and so my account is not going to buffer anything. It's going to just claim it as is. Like, I'll hold it to myself, hold my power to myself. So, yeah, that's what they're saying. Okay, so let's pretend here. Boop. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. What is it? Okay, 9 of Swords and 7 of Wands. So there's a clear emphasis on the doing side, and that I hold higher ground. Okay. So those are my energy cards of this reading. Yeah. I just kept feeling like pinpricks, like, especially like on my hips, on my, like, well, like my butt and my hips, like just little, just pinpricks, not like prickly things like, I think psoriasis does. This is more like, voodoo work. 9 of Pentacles on the bottom. Yeah, definitely voodoo work. Trying to get on the internals. But, I don't know. What I'm hearing is it's like shoddy work. You know, like when you take your car to like some shoddy place to get service done and you pay for whatever. Seems fine the first, I don't know, 24 hours, but then it starts like, you know, have you heard those ghetto cars that go like it's like a real kaboom on their exhaust pipe? It's kind of like that. That's the kind of voodoo work that's being practiced. It's very low-key, low-grade. And if any practitioner sensed my energy and said, like, that's a fucking no-no, or really, really needed the money, or whatever, they kind of, like, met with neutrality and gave them the shittier version of like unreliable magic, so that this person would get, like, not just pushback or ineffectiveness. Like, it would be something like a little bit of immediate gratification, but like death falls upon them, basically. Some major tower, like shards of tower moments, like come at them. So I think there's a certain way, certain methods in which people teach. To those practitioners, I understand where you're going with it, and I think it's I feel like it's a smart move, like it's cunning. I just feel like that. Oh, I felt something right here. What do you want to say about that? The gods of who those practitioners revere. Ooh, I felt like chills, but it was like tingles more on my left side. What do you want to say about that? Like, respectfully, I don't mean to like intrude, but if you want to say something about that on behalf of the practitioner and the ideation of that, the carry out, oh my gosh, I feel a lot of tingles. What do you want to say? These are good ones. I like they mean good intent, because it felt like healing. Oh my gosh, yeah, totally. So, I already get good vibes from it. Good accolades. Oh my gosh, yeah, they're continuous. They're coming from the left side. So, this is a special message for those, practitioners. It's kind of like, what movie is that? It was, where Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, is it Scarlet Witch? Who was it? No. It was some Asian, kind of like Chinese type of culture, where something about the book, like 2 lovers, but then, like forbidden, but like this emperor wanted this, chick, and moreover, the control, like her power, etc., because she was a practitioner. And so she would release this book or whatever on, if he would release, you know, her forbidden lover. And so the guy was on a power trip and said, no, blah, blah, blah. So then she felt doomed and gave him the book, the unleashing of it, but with a curse added to the pages. So it's a very much like that. I feel like that's what they wanted me to say. Okay. Anyway. What do you want to say? The Chariot in reverse. I think they're parked here now. They're parked here now. Because it feels so silent. Still. I think they want to listen. They're curious. Temperance in reverse. So this would, oh, you know what? If, in that culture, I know that, there's, like, drinks, like, vodka or bourbon or whiskey or something like that, they put on the altar. So they're saying to refresh that. Yeah, they're saying to refresh it, and if you're doing like a small cup or whatever, to like, which is more like a shot, double that size. Yeah, they're saying that. And I know this to be like in its positive sense, undercurrent energy. This is a healer, a different kind of healer, let me tell you, because this would be a healer upright, right? The one that we know, like, in its most divine godly sense, approved, officially approved, etc., in public. But this is a different kind of magic. This is, a magic with a, like a healing with a ward. That's what that is. This is like, healing, like in its active sense, like curing a wound basically, but it's also protective within its auric field, so it's working on it double time. Oh yeah, like I'm getting the tingles again. So they want me to know, like, once they approve, or once they there's emphasis, they're giving me the tingles. So they approve of it, highly approve of it. And yes, and to integrate it as often as possible, because you're going to come up with new solutions on how to implement it. Like temperance is like working with ratios. Like even Italians, when you, like, when they gauge it without the measuring cup or the measuring spoons, it's like the feel of it. Yeah, definitely. And it's coming from the right side too. Yeah, definitely. So there's something about, there's somebody mixed here too. So yep, there's certain blends of magic that you can do to counter this supposed evolution of magic being done in the darkness, because they've wised up to that realm. I don't know about wise up, but yeah, I really don't think that. But, like, you know, they're dabbling in that. That you are maybe already doing the same. Yeah, you could be already doing the same, but you could, like, amplify it. And they're saying something else about it. But my crown chakra feels fully, like, you know, like when you pull your hair tight in a ponytail, it's kind of like that right now. It's even Steven on the top, like the tingles. So, there's something missing there, though. It's not amplification of it. It's, more so, I think you'll be, instead of working at this, like, war type of magic, they're saying that you would be delightfully surprised and pleased with your workings. I think it would go on, like, on a domestic level too. So these workings could, yeah, be applied into your home, into your temple. So they're saying that like if you are making something, like, I don't know, like making something to sell, like, what do you call that? It's just your own alchemy at home, you know? Yeah, they're saying that, that you're going to, like, come up with ideas. They're going to come naturally to you, like, oh, that applies to this too. So you can create things, healing wards, potions, whatever it is, like even meals. Like, there's certain things that you can do to, profit off of it. And only you can do it on your with what you know. So even if you, like, so nobody can duplicate that. that, it's very unique is what they're saying. Yeah, they're saying that. Okay. Because you have your own energetics, like, at your level, and it's, ever changing. So, yeah, there's something about, some practitioners, are so respectful. They, like, if that presence, their, deity, their God, was right there before them, they could not look them in the eye. It would just be, like, kind of disrespectful. That's what their perception is, or like what energetics they carry at this moment. But they're saying, I don't know if not to be afraid. Oh, no, it's not to be afraid. It's, they can, I don't think they consider it disrespectful. Like, that kind of, energetic already gives kind of, like, clearance, because, the conscientiousness of, such an honor, already depicts someone that's in goodwill. So, it's okay, they're saying. Yeah, they're saying that. Okay, anything else that you want to say, their panel, to the practitioners panel, to those practitioners? The Emperor. Total bossing it up. Total. My mouth feels like a coolness, like a clearing, a crispness, like when you bite into an apple, and you're done with it, like all the juices and whatnot. The feeling after it, it's like there's a cooling, a crispness to it, like a little bit of like a bitter, like sway to it, but it's like a finisher, almost like the muted version of drinking wine. There's something about that. So some of you are orators, like leaders in your pack, leaders in your group, not just leaders of your own temple. But this is maximum appeal to them. This is the way to honor them and their practices. Is that right? Let me get a few more cards here. Let's see what they say. Give me a second. Because I have to be I'm trying to be very careful about the messaging, because I don't want to bullshit anybody. I don't want to, like, these are deities that I'm not as familiar with. At least cognitively, sure. But there's a clear openness. They wouldn't give me, like, permission to, they wouldn't hand over messages to me if I weren't a reliable source. So I just want to make sure that I'm listening correctly to them and divulging, accordingly. So, again, with that magic, diction, in certain words, like if you're bilingual, especially, there's nothing wrong with, like, combining the two languages, like English and your native language. There's something about that that's, there's clear emphasis in certain languages that other languages don't have. So the blending of the two is very good in your spell work too. In your, like, castings, your, oh my gosh, yeah. So don't feel conscientious, like, don't feel like, anxiety, like worry about how you come off if you're made fun of because you're blending two languages. Like when, let's say, like Mexicans, when they get really angry, then they start speaking in like their native language. I don't know if native is the right word, but like in their I guess native language, their born kind of language, and so like who cares what anybody else thinks about it, but this is an emphasis. When you're really into something, in the moment of something, into the feeling of it, the whole experience of it collectively, like, because this is like drawing back from memories, this is like your place of home, this is like the protection. Oh my gosh, yeah, for sure, protection. It's like added, it's like from conscious to subconscious level, everything sandwiched in between. It's like you're there. So that's definitely high magic in its own multicultural sense. Yeah. So do not be afraid to or don't afraid is not the word. Do not be fooled by having to go like straight this or straight that, you know. Yeah, there's a great honor in recognizing and observing your blend of backgrounds. Even if you move to a certain location, let's say you're half Mexican, half Polish, and you move to the UK. So even your residence at the UK, it can also be established within those ways. So there's something about, like, you know, all of that that is very promising, is what they're saying. Okay. Anything else? Anything from those panels? Okay, these two. Okay. Queen of Swords, telling the truth. King of Wands in reverse, and the Tower moment in reverse. So it's like timber. You see? So Queen of Swords is somebody that tells the truth, that can battle multiple beasts at once. So there's 3, 6, 7, 8 beasts. Communication. Word slander. Okay, any words that are, any information that is used against her, she can handle that blindfolded, with a small dagger, with a large sword, because she stands on strong foundations. The all-seeing eye knows that this card keeps popping up, and it was like in between, so we're going to do the topper in just a second. But it kills off any players, anyone that's trying to ruin the reputation of her once made castle, trying to timber that into a tower moment. So people are going to get theirs. Anybody who has been playing the Queen of Swords, this also goes for me, is gonna get fucked up for sure. Timber. Yeah. You see, this person has tried all of their limbs on it with all of their might. Yeah. Well, they're about to find out, let me tell you. There's stars emanating off of this girl. In fact, I think there's something about a ninja here. There's something about ninja mentality here. Yeah. So the one that it opened up to was this. Oh, sized it up correctly. For sure. 4 of Pentacles on the top there. It's ownership. It's also like the minor arcana version, but very heightened level of the Emperor. So the Emperor is reminded in this card, especially pertaining to this set. So, whoa, I just burped. Yeah. Anyway, I think those I'm hearing you're doing a fabulous job. Oh yeah, you're doing, yeah. Oh, some people are like that sentience, that those deities are a little like teary-eyed, you know, because it's been a long time coming to see this. Yeah. Do we see the bottom of the deck is the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. It is now time to harvest. Things are coming through for you. Not just shall, but they are. They are. For us, you know. But you heard that door close. What else do you want to say here? Last, like the closing statement on that. Page of Swords in reverse. This is the undercover understudy. So, you're learning as you go, but this is not to depict like entry level. This is, or like anything that's, lesser than where you're at. This is the learning curve that's allowed in new studies. So do not abuse it. But I don't, yeah, I'm feeling from here to here, the even Steven tingles. Yeah, do not abuse that learning curve. I don't think it's meant to scare you. It's just like, it's just saying, to, be as meticulous as you are within your, intuition in those applications. Yeah, they're saying that. What is the clarifying card for that? Because there's a lot of bullshitters out there, and with this like this practice, or blends, yeah, within these blends of practice, there's just a lot of bullshits out there. So bullshits out there. That's the first time I said it like that. Yeah, that's what they're saying. So how are those that need the help able to discern one from the other? Well, you're going to provide clarity in your meticulous nature in applications and delivery. Yep, they're saying that for sure. Yep, I'm feeling that on my legs too. So, you don't need to like say, oh, well, they said this, and this is how, like, your clarifier is going to be your practice. The proof is in the pudding. All right, what is the clarifier for the Page of Swords in reverse? Okay, they had me pull two cards. The Hermit card and the Sun card in reverse. Yep, you're going to show it. You're going to show it in its darkness. Darkness is, it's going to be revealed. So right now, it's like, we're almost like blending in with the rest of the bullshit. But it's kind of not, because we have our own cloak here, and it's turning on a new leaf, and it's going to be so obvious once people like sit in their own like silence and in their own like, when that's how, okay, so the universes are what do you want to call it, doing the like casting calls and the filtering work for us, like what do you call it, fielding calls to us. So those that need help, because like anybody could use help, right? Even me. I don't mean that like in a, like I'm just saying, like with where I'm at, like I know, like I am receiving help. So they're just, the universes are helping us discern which of those that need help, that are actively like starting to initiate the work by sitting in their own stillness, not like getting into like the whole he said, she said, then this and that. So they're not getting mixed up in all of that. They're kind of sitting in their own silence, and they're initiating that work. So that's how they'll notice us, those that are worthy, that can, you know, sit in like silence for a second and then just view what stands out there, and then they'll see. Yeah, okay. Okay, so thank you very, very much. Thank you so very much to your panels, to your guides. You're doing so lucky to see you, like, just have you here, and the allowance to connect with those that you revere, that you highly revere, as well as your energetics. Gosh, so good. So, you know, congratulations, you're doing so good. And also thank you for your help. because I think that's where it started, like the unknown help. Like I didn't know, like I just started talking about things that were happening, and then you came along. And so you know, it's mysterious how life rearranges itself. It's like the universe is like doing their own feng shui, and they're like, I think this goes here and that goes better over here, so let's just try that. It's kind of like back in the day when we would switch desks just to like change up the energetics and the vibe, the dynamics. That's what some teachers did like later, you know, when I remembered, and then they employed it I think more so in recent years. Anyway, all right, thank you so very much. Okay, so what is your takeaway, aka our takeaway? 35:36 on the clock. King of Pentacles, again, boss mode. You're killing it. Like we are killing it, you see? So we are very much revered, like as above, so below. So it's like we're the median, like the midpoint to the divine, and the materializing that knowledge, that wealth of knowledge, riding on it like a freaking horse, like a stallion. Or I think I'm supposed to get something from Megan the Stallion. But there's also something like, it's like unicorn, like technology, and it's like there's multiple like unicorn horns coming through around there. So this is kind of like massive wand energy too, like solar, like eye of Horus, but killing it, you know? You know, when people say like, I'm dead, you know, like it's basically just like, I've had my fill, like like you're already good. Or I'm already good. So that's awesome. Okay, so what is my takeaway? Just my takeaway. Page of Pentacles. It's kind of inverse to that. This is very much underrated because you see how the inverse is to this? There's one skull here versus a lot. And then, but this one pentacle is like a solar blast almost, like where it's like firework energy, and then it's all here. Like, do you see that? So, oh my gosh, so I can there's a lot to devote to there. Oh my gosh, my eye is starting to twitch. There's like there's a lot of money that I can allocate and invest in. Yeah, on fire. So those foundations that the Queen of Swords had on that hill, those eyes are now on her knees. So there's something about articulation, like a knee-jerk reaction. Oh my gosh. So this is the Queen of Swords in disguise right here, as well as the King of Pentacles. Yeah, because like, you see this person has a pitchfork, and then she has the tail. She's not carrying the pitchfork because she doesn't want to be... it's just, she's like, let me just swap that in for the Freudian chair, okay? So there's... Oh my gosh, there's something about that there. So this is definitely the blend of... This is the first time that I've read it like this, okay? The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords blended together. Yeah. There's little feet. She has little feet. Tiny feet anyway. But her feet and her hands are red. So this is getting like immersed, submerged, not submerged, but immersed into what you're doing. It's kind of like hot hands, hot cold, like feet. There's something about... This reminds me of the Hayworth Tarot, where I think it's the Four of Pentacles or the Eight of Pentacles. I think it's the Four of Pentacles because in the holes, the person's hands and feet are in them. So it's getting in touch with deep earth energy, like the core, the fire. Yeah, they're saying that. They said that I can also let my hair down. Like, I have not been having the best hair days, like, as I usually do, because of how I have to keep it for work in order to not have people mess with me. Because, like, my hair might, like, you know, like, some might break it or whatever, and, like, fall on the floor or whatever, and people might fuck around with that energy. But they're saying that it's already warded. There's something that they cannot use from it, or they cannot use it against me. So, or anyone. It's, they just can't use it. Like, it belongs to the ancestors. It belongs. Let me just double check here. I gotta clarify for that part. But they're saying that. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, she has her hair up, though. And I'm feeling like right here, someone is trying to mess with me. So this is almost like solar plexus, heart chakra area. Oh, it's gone now. Okay. Something about that there. Oh, okay. So the ancestors are telling me I need to put in like the vodka or whatever it is, because there's a half a cup thing. You see, look, hands. Oh my gosh, your hands are red too. Yeah, I'm supposed to do that. I'm supposed to from 1 to 10 again. Like, these are amplified. This is like the midpoint. This is fast energy, and this is again going through the hermit mode, the dark night of the soul. That's crazy. I am supposed to, I think they said rum because it looks like UM on there. That's insane. Okay, so I'm supposed to put the alcohol there, so don't you drop that alcohol. Girl, I wanna kick it with you. What is it? Smack it in the her bat wings too. That's funny. That's what they're saying. But I can wear my hair up or down, they're saying, because I still deliver. It's like a non-issue. That's what they're saying. I'm that protected. That's wonderful. All right, so what is, can you protect me from all these wrinkles on the shirt? What's going on? Just kidding. All right, so, what is clarifying card for those two? For more. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, just continuing to do the work, because it's like, how many? I forgot. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 skulls on here. This 10 of Pentacles right there. Oh my gosh, the transition is insane. That I will continuously receive like different kinds of help from the divine, you know? So like they're rocketing forward to like save the house. Oh, it's the save the temple. You like, this is a type of, like, this is pinnacle energy. So it's going to be rolling in this type of work. Yeah. Practice. That's insane. Okay, bottom of the deck is, oh yeah, we already established that. And then the finishing piece is the Fool card, journey. It's the journey to look, letting that ass. And that bag. Protected. And there's something also about what they're showing me is the bells. They're saying rock the bells. I said it wrong, but you know, LL. But yeah, there's something about wearing a bell. I wear one. Oh, somebody's trying to get at me again. Yeah. Anyway, even like on your purse or whatever, they're saying something about the bells. You'll know what to do. You'll know what to do. And then if you have a pet or had one, there's something about directional stuff, like anything that's time sensitive, they will show you. they will like kind of direct you to that. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks so much for thank you, you know. Blessings be, and stay safe, and that's it for now. So upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of Roll out in light and love. I just scratched my leg a little bit with that, but it's not even a big deal. In light and love. You know what? Let's start all over again because I don't know if I sent all. Okay. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate comments due, assisting with the sequence of roll out in light and love. I close the portals in these readings now.